the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
One, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to Mixon on second down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans.
At the 31-yard line.
Go, Reed, go!
They begin with Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball...
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On third down, it's Willis.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Titans, nothing. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Willis's throw into the hands of Hooper.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They run wide side with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Henry.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. These two teams, the Bengals and Titans, you might remember they met in the divisional round of the playoffs last year, and that was a shocker. Titans seeded number 1 at home, coming off the bye. They were upset by the upstart Bengals, 19-16 on a 35-degree January day in Nashville.
A beautiful fake. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. That gain on third down, good for 28. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Inside handoff, Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Titans at 6-4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Willis.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. And right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 21, Titans 3. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And that might be Titan football. It is. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it again with Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Piñeiro. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
This is up and good from Piñeiro. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Byrd to return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 Palmer. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Another big gainer, 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mixing up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Gun. Got. 11 mighty.
Mixon with a 1st down carry.
Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved.
Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Check mash. Big Lion.
On third down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
Taken down at the 40.
70 Lion.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
70 Ranger. 79 Broncos.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And down to the 36-yard line here. 113 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
11-90.
Back to Mixon on second down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bengals.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play. Able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of it, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
11 MT, hey. 11 MC Tank.
On third down, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 17 yards out. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bengals 45, Titans 13. Kevin McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
That's caught by McMahon.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching him play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Second down. Here's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Von Bell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Titans 13. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by